Hello, Clark team. In this next video, we are going to be covering basic text editing, headline editing, adding text blocks, adding links to the website. So for this example, would apply whether you're doing an activity or lots of these other things, but we're going to do it on a page here. So let's go ahead and come to Pages. As I talked about in the WordPress Basics site, but I will cover again here, if you need to find a page, it's possible that your screen settings are going to be set to only show 20 pages at a time. So if you're looking at a list and it seems short and you're not finding it, you can come right down here and you can see that there's several pages listed of these. So you can either click to see the next page of items, or you can come right up here to screen options and you can increase this number to something bigger so that everything shows. It takes a second for that to update, but as soon as it does, we can see all of the pages here. Again, there's a search function here that you can use to search. The default is going to be to show these to you in hierarchical fashion. So it's going to show the parent and child relationship between the pages. So we've got electricity, and then under electricity comes conservation, distribution, energy detective, etc. And then the pages that come under those, kind of like an outline format. You can also just click right here on the header of the title, and that will just put them completely in alphabetical order, regardless of the parent-child relationship of the pages, the structure. So for this example, it doesn't really matter. Let's come to generation. And we want the edit. You can either just click on the name or on this edit button right here. I'm going to open this. Let's just go right there. It will take a second for it to do that. And the page will populate here with the content. I like to have both the front and back end of the website open at the same time so that we can go back and forth. We can see what it looks like on the front and on the back. And that way, once we make some edits, we can come to the front and refresh and see the edits as they've been made. So right here is the header area of the site. So we've got display header and it says page title here. And here we have, if we don't override the page title, it will just put in the page name. So we've got it so that what we use is the category name. So it's electricity. And then just something a little more explicit than generation. So how is electricity generated? And then we come right down here, and here's the page content. We can see energy generation is a big topic. Yep. It all pretty much corresponds to, so here's the protons, here's our protons, etc. So to make an edit here, you can see that as we hover over these different things, this green bar comes up. So as you move along, it will tell you what each of these things does. So if we wanted to edit this, we would just click right here on this pencil, and up comes our text in a document kind of looking a little bit like Word. I'm sure you'll recognize all of these icons up here: bold, italic, bullet points, etc. Alignment of the text. You can move this pop-up window wherever you want. You can also make this window bigger so that you can see things a little bit easier, see it all at once. Let's just go ahead and make an edit here. If you're going to be writing more than a few sentences or a short paragraph or something, I would suggest doing that not here in the window. If you for whatever reason lost your connection, or I don't know, something were to happen, you were to make a mistake, you might lose your text. So, you know, a few sentences, obviously no big deal. If you're writing pages worth of stuff, best to do it elsewhere and then bring it into the site once you're done. In any case, when we're done making our edit, we can hit Save Changes here. We can see that it's been added here. It doesn't immediately publish to the front end. You have to come over here to this Update button and hit Update. Once our update is done, we can come to the front end. We can hit Refresh here. And here we can see that our text has been added to the site. To add a link, all you need to do is highlight the text that you want to turn into a link. We come right up here, you can see these icons. It's the one that looks like a chain link. And all of these, when you hover over them, give you the little tool tip here. You can see that says Insert Edit Link. So we'll click that. We get this simple window here. Most of the time it's going to be beneficial to go to this little wheel here and hit Link Options. And then we get this more, more useful window of interactions here. So to link inside the site, we can look right down here. Obviously, there are a lot of things on the site. Even each glossary entry shows up here. So what we're going to do is use the search function. There's our Contact Us page. So if we just click that, it writes the full link in for us. We just say Add Link. We hit Save Changes. Once again, we would hit Update. And then over here, we would hit Refresh. And now we can see, in addition to the text that we added, we've got this Have Questions, Please Contact Us. And if we click it, it takes us to the contact page. The only difference here, if we want to link to an outside site, let's say we want to link to Clark Public Utilities. Is that then when we go to edit this, and again we come to this link options, we're going to check this open link in a new tab. And also then again, to avoid errors in typing, I would suggest that you not, no matter how many times you've typed it, not try to type in clarkpublicutilities.com, but that you actually go to the site, you copy the URL, and you paste that in there. And what this does for us when we open it in a new window, if this didn't open in a new window, it would replace the site here, and then they'd have to hit the back button to come back. This way, when they're visiting outside the site and they're done with that and they close it, then the PowerZone site is still here there waiting for them, and they don't have to hit the back button. And the only other thing we're going to cover here in this video are these headlines. So these slightly larger ones are what we call an H2. These slightly smaller ones are what we call an H3. That's really just helping the search engines know which one is more important. So, of course, it does also control the style, size of the headline when we designate one over the other, but it also lets the search engine understand the hierarchy, that this is types of electricity and that these items then come under that. So you can see in the back end here, each of these is set up as a separate block. You know, it's a separate item from the text. So if you want to edit the headline, that's as simple as coming in here. And again, just like the text block, clicking on the little pencil here. And here is our text option. You don't really get the option of styling these. We would think to keep things consistent that you not, change these default fonts or anything like that. And so, yeah, if you want to edit it, obviously you can just edit it if you need to add a new headline, the easiest thing is going to be to copy one of the existing ones. So if you need another H2, copy this one. If you need another H3, copy this one. So let's say we needed another H3. We see this protons and neutrons here. Oh my. So we come right here, and you can see if you hover over this, it says clone custom heading. So we could duplicate that. Now we have two of them. We can click right here on this part, and then we could drag that wherever we wanted in the site. And then we could edit and make it a new headline. So that is the basics of editing text, adding links, whether they are inside or outside the site, and adding and editing headlines. Obviously, there's way more that you can do here with the page, swapping out pictures, moving things around. We'll get into more detail in extra videos.